morning, guys. We've got some exercises that are review and some that may be a little new, so we're going to go through them together. Alrighty. The first exercise is a combination exercise of a walkout with a push-up plus a rock star plank. So David, I want you to give this one a try, and then I'm going to add a modification if it's too much pressure on the single leg action. So on our walkout, we're going to walk on out normally. We're going to execute one push-up. From here, we're going to take it to our rock star plank. So now remember the rock star plank real version, a leg slides under, and then we rotate. Back to center, leg comes under, and rotate. And then we'll walk back up. So David, I want you to give that one a try. Let me know if it works. If it doesn't work, if the rotation is too much with the pressure that ends up on one leg more than the other, all I want you to do is to keep the feet stationary. So rotate, lifting the hips, and then big reach, rotate, and reach. And see if keeping both feet on the ground the whole time alleviates the added intensity on the inner thigh and groin area. All right, so let me know how that goes. Next exercise while we're down here is a dumbbell Superman lift. So we've all done Superman lifts. We're going to add a little bit of resistance. My suggestion is to start with something 8 pounds or lighter. More than likely you're going to be in the lower range, even maybe to where you have like a can of beans in each hand. But it's important that we're not using the musculature through our neck to lift this weight, which can happen if we go too heavy. So you've got an option of either using 2 items if your range of motion through your shoulders is pretty challenged, or using 1 if you have pretty good flexibility. So I'm going to show you the example using 1, and then we'll talk about using 2. So the Superman itself is the same as it always is. Heels are together, glutes are squeezed. My forehead is going to be down on the floor, looking down the entire time. I've got the weight between my hands. Turn this a little bit. So as I lift, I'm going to squeeze through the back side of my body, and then using my shoulders to lift this weight up and lower with control. So lift and lower. Remember, the head comes with you. It does leave the ground if you can, but it does not lift backwards. So keep your focus with your head down. If you start to feel through the back of your neck, step number 1, make sure that you are looking down. Step number 2, lessen your weight. So your other option, if whatever single dumbbell you have is too heavy, is to take 2 of something. I cannot lift this, we're going to pretend these are cans. Would be to take 2 cans with your head down, and then repeat the movement from there, lifting those cans with you and back to the ground. All right? Give that one a try. So next we're going to talk about our mid get up. So we've done our get up from the ground, and we've done our get up from the bottom to the halfway point. So we're going to talk about that middle portion. David, this may be one that gets you as well, because we do have some single leg and oblique component. So let me know if you're feeling this one, and we'll come up with a solution. But this movement is going to start from the top of the bottom of the get up. So remember, when we were doing the bottom of the get up, we were sitting up to this position. So the same knee that's in the air is the hand that's in the air. That's going to be the easiest way to remember how you want to start this one. From here, we're going to lift that hip up, leaning onto the hand on the floor. The straight leg is going to sweep all the way through so that my knee ends up either behind my hip or in line with my hip. What you want to avoid is getting stuck right here with that knee in front. So get it all the way back out behind, and then we're just going to push up off the ground. And then we take the opposite hand to the floor. We're going to lift that back knee up, slide it back through. So doing it on the other side, so you see a different angle. I'm going to turn all the way this way. Right knee up, right hand up. Left hand is on the ground. Lift that hip up. This leg is going to sweep through and reach behind my hip. And then extend to the top. And repeat, sliding it back through. So right now we have nothing in this hand that's overhead. It's a reminder that eventually something will be there, so you want to try to keep that hand pointing at the ceiling. A lot of times what happens if we get stuck through here is the chest falls forward, and if you've got weight in that hand, it will chunk you down forward. So keep that in mind. Try to keep that hand extended, pointing at the ceiling the entire time. Use those obliques to help lift and lower.